Is breastfeeding right for you? There is nothing better than the time spent nourishing your baby. No matter how your baby is fed, fed is best. But how much more confident would you be in your decision on how you feed your baby if you were properly educated first? Would you be more confident in beginning your breastfeeding journey, or would you be more certain that breastfeeding isn't the right decision for you? According to the BMC Public Health website, in 2011, 47.29% of the women who breastfed their babies were previously uneducated. As a teen mom who had no knowledge of breastfeeding, I had to wing it, researching CDC guidelines and learning new tips and tricks every day. To help you better understand the value of breastfeeding, I'm going to explain the health benefits, conveniences, and struggles. But before I go into the details of the conveniences and struggles, I'm going to share some of the health benefits. One of the most valuable qualities of breastfeeding are the health benefits, and not only for baby, but for mom too. According to an article published by Cleveland Clinics, there are over 25 health benefits for babies. These benefits are things such as a stronger immune system, a decreased risk of SIDS, diabetes, cancers, and cavities, and more. Not only will they benefit from breast milk as babies, but they will continue to receive benefits as teens and adults, like a lower risk of multiple sclerosis and less likely to develop a heart disease. Cleveland Clinic also states that it's healthier for mom physically and emotionally, and lists over 20 benefits such as faster weight loss after birth, producing soothing hormones called oxytocin, and less chance of anemia and urinary tract infections. Breastfeeding can also benefit mom financially, considering breastfeeding is free, not including breast pumps and breast pump supplies, which on average is still cheaper than the total cost of yearly formula. Other than the health benefits, there are additional conveniences to breastfeeding if you are up for it. Feeding your baby on the go can always be a struggle, but what works for you and what makes you and your baby comfortable? An article published by Healthline lists pros of breastfeeding, including health benefits, but also acknowledges the time conveniences, considering there's no prep work needed for breast milk. The bonding benefits also help soothe your baby, which can lower parent stress levels. Healthline article also compares breastfeeding to formula feeding and lists the pros of formula feeding, stating that formula allows you to see your baby's milk intake and anyone can feed your baby, and that formula-fed babies eat less frequently. While all these things are true, they can all be done while still feeding your baby breast milk. Pumping and freezing your milk allows you and anyone to feed your baby while still receiving the health benefits. Breastfeeding comes naturally and easy for some, and others have a few challenges to face, but it's never too late and decide to stop breastfeeding if it's not right for you. If you don't give it a shot, you may regret it and it may be too late. There are a few struggles, unfortunately, and sometimes it's just the fact that it's not right for you, and that's totally okay. But let's discuss some of the challenges that you could possibly face while breastfeeding. An article published by Medical News Today talks about the harsh mental health effects on breastfeeding and can potentially have on individuals as a result of time consumption. Whether you decide to breastfeed straight from the breast or pump and freeze, it is still very time consuming. You are either pumping and sitting or feeding and sitting. It becomes hard to get things done and maintain supply. This can lead to emotional distraught, feeling as if you are not producing enough, and cause overwhelmness and stress, which can also lead to stressing your baby out. Breastfeeding can also be painful for some, from swollen nipples and breastfeeding engorgement. Now that you have a better understanding of breastfeeding, including the health benefits and the overall pros and cons, you can be more confident in your breastfeeding decision. Or not. As a young woman that wanted to so badly successfully breastfeed my son, I had to face many obstacles to do so. I hope I can help many women become more educated on breastfeeding so that they can be more confident in their decision and their motherhood journey.